Hey there everybody, this is KZ and welcome to my impressions video on the Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory demo. Square-Enix was nice enough to send me an early copy of the demo so I could check it out. Thanks for the code, #sponsored. This demo is cool and I wanted to talk about it a little bit. For a little bit. There are 6 songs in this, there are 4 single player ones, there are 2 co-op ones. All of them run in the same gameplay type, which is the field battle, where you're running across the area using special attacks, hitting enemies as you go. It's a lot of fun. Generally, when you're going through these songs, you're going to be hitting one of 3 buttons. Hitting notes, you'll either have to hit X, L1, or R1. No matter which one you hit, any person in your party is going to hit the enemy in front of them on the beat. There will be times where they expect you to hit multiple at the same time, like if enemies are linked together, you'll have to hit 2 of those buttons, or 3 of those buttons. You can also hit triangle on these crystals to do a special. This could be Thunder to get a faraway enemy, Ars Arcanum for a really big enemy in front of you, that kind of thing. Also big enemies like those large bodies there take multiple hits, so hitting them knocks them backward a little. Here's doing all 3, and you generally get used to it. Controls feel pretty fine on this. Nice and satisfying. It feels good to get high chains, and knowing pretty much every song in every Kingdom Hearts soundtrack made it really easy to like get into it. At times maybe it made beginner mode, which is what a lot of this footage is using, a little harder because you kind of want to hit things to other parts of the beat. This is gliding. There are 3 different actions for jumping in this. The green ones is gliding, and then you have to hover over to the notes. Then there's stuff like blue arrows, where you jump up to hit an enemy, so you would jump and then hit X. And then there's red arrows, where you would jump simply to dodge an enemy's attack. So here's jumping to hit an enemy, and coming up here is jumping to do a glide. And I think there's a lot of mechanics and a lot of different you need to press this now on offer. Though if this seems a little too intense for you, especially because you're seeing an easier mode here, there is a 1-button mode where you still have to do everything, but it's all located on 1 button. This is standard mode now. Checking out Wave of Darkness 1, which looks fantastic. Just the general look of the area, it kind of looks like they demade this to be like phase 2 of the 0.2 fight. And you see me jumping to hit enemies, sometimes jumping to dodge, and you're seeing me shit my pants a lot here because I'm still trying to get used to the mechanics at the time. But that's the first 4 songs. We're jumping into the co-op stuff. Now, I don't have a friend to do co-op with. This was local only, which means guess who's holding 2 controllers with the thumb on the X button for both? That's me. This is a nightmare, but here's some footage of it. The co-op stuff seems to be the most stimulating to me because even on like easy or normal difficulties, everyone has their own track and their own notes to hit. And they're lined up in such a satisfying way that you're like, doing it with your friend, and it just has this moment where you're just hitting more enemies to the beat. I just remember the general vibe I got from a couple of the co-op stages they showed in earlier trailers made me go, this is really sick. I definitely hope that this has online co-op. I believe it does, though. Don't quote me on that. I do know they have online versus. Now, this is great because you can also do the specials. You can heal each other using certain things. Good song choices all around. I especially liked this section. The other co-op song, of course, is All for One for Dream Drop. And it was great to hit all the original enemies and stuff like that, which was pretty neat. But we come up on these dudes, and they dunk into the ground and do cool little flips for their note markers. So the animations are just really nice. All of it's, of course, a lot of it's reused stuff from the older games, but seeing it adapted into the Theatrhythm style, because this is from the Theatrhythm devs making a Kingdom Hearts game, it just feels right. It feels like it has a really nice level of polish to the whole thing, and 6 songs is pretty good. There's well over 100 songs in the main game, and it has me really excited. It's too bad that pretty much every song on offer here were just ones that we've seen in trailers already. I'm not the hugest fan of the Wonderland track, to be quite honest, so I was hoping for maybe something a little bit different. My major hopes for future stuff is like seeing what they got going on with Kingdom Hearts 3 related tracks and what all we're getting there. And also, of course, the boss battles. Anyway, here's some last bit of gameplay. This is one button mode, so I'm only using the X button at this point, and this is the proud mode version of Wave of Darkness, and it is rough. There's also another gameplay type called Performer, where the game also is like, hey, do you also want to press square, just to like show off to the people? And I'm like, I'm not about this. I am very casual when it comes to this specific type of game. But I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing my best to get the platinum on this game, and I can't wait to play it and experience the little story, but mainly just to go through the songs for my favorite series. But overall, this demo is great. I recommend it if you want to like give it a try to see if you'll like it. But the game's coming out in a month. Very much looking forward to it. I'd like to once again thank you, Square, for sending over a copy of the demo. I'll probably also do a stream, maybe I'll put it up here, of the demo. That's going to do it for me. Thank you guys for watching. This demo's dope.